So hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. So today I've got my Winwing MCDU product that's just come through the post all the way from China. Right, let's start unpacking it. So as you can see, we take the top cover off and we've got the mounting brackets either side, which go on either side of the MCDU. So we've got each side here. We've got some sticky dots that come with the parcel, as you can see. So they're like rubber feet basically to stop it sliding around on your desk. We've got some sort of Chinese approval quality sticker. We have a little toolkit with an Allen key, a couple of spanners, and there we go. We also have a little screwdriver. Don't know why it's so small. Here we've got the screws and everything to mount it with. So I have ordered the actual desk mount for it. I'm still waiting for it to become available. We've got a USB-C to USB-A cable, as you can see here. And last but not least, the main product itself, so let's just move this to one side, is the actual MCDU itself. So as you can see, it's all nicely wrapped and packaged. It's a very slender device. They've got two USB cables. I'm not too sure what the second USB cable is for though, because you only need one. So let's try and work out how we nicely unwrap this. I don't think there's a nice way to unwrap it. Let's bring the MCDU out. And there's obviously another protective cover. All has a nice feel. Everything feels really nice. Good positive button touches. So what we'll do, we'll get it set up. We'll do another little video to show you it all set up, but I thought I'd just do a little bit of an unboxing just so you guys can see what it's all about. It seems quite well organised and well packaged. It came quite quickly from China, so I ordered on the pre-order day and it came literally within, so I ordered it on, well, it was kind of the morning after because the site crashed. And it was shipped, so it left China about a week ago, and it's, bear in mind, it's gone from China, so it went from Chengdu to the Netherlands, then it went to Paris Charles de Gaulle, then it went to Heathrow, I believe, with FedEx, and then it came across all the way across to the top end of the UK, which is where I'm based. So it's travelled quite a few miles and it's nicely packaged. It came in an outer box and then in like a wrapping on the outer side of that as well. But yeah, it was all packaged, everything looks nice. So let's try and get it set up, and I'll speak to you in the second part of this video where we show everything hopefully fully working. So then guys, welcome back to part 2 of this MCDU by Winwing tutorial. So we've plugged the device in and we've also installed the mounting brackets. So as you can see, we've got the 4 screws located up in the corners. So these have some like little plastic inserts, as you can see here, and then some big screws that go through with a bolt. So let me just turn it over. So this is the format I've got my MCDU in, so it sits flush with the desk. Seems pretty sturdy, to be quite honest. Love the backlighting, it all looks pretty good. I've left the cover on at the moment just until we get it all installed. But when we plugged it in, all the light tests came on as well. So we have all LCDs down these sides, or LEDs should I say, all backlit well. So the device is green. And as you can see here, we have got the mount. So there's lots of different options for the mounting. So I'm guessing the Z1 and X1 is related with the sort of desk mount, which comes off the desk, which I have ordered, but it's not in stock currently. As you can see, you literally put 2 bolts with the screws through, and then you're on to a winner. It seems really good quality, in fairness. It's not that heavy, but it seems pretty sturdy. The buttons have a good click to them, but I'm sure we'll come across that shortly. If you can't find the on button, I believe from what someone told me, maybe there isn't an on button actually. I might be lying to you. I'm sure it might have been one of the other videos that I'd watched actually. So I've watched a couple of videos of people setting these things up, but I think it might be one of the other products. So yeah, it's just plug and play. Literally, as you turn it on, it all works. I think once the software's installed, it probably won't come on to this extent until the SIM's active and live. But we'll find out that shortly. So what we'll do, we're going to go to part 3. Which I'll show you the installation procedure and we can learn it all together. It's my first time installation as well. So we'll learn it together. I've never used the Winwing software before, so it'll be an experience for us all. And so what we'll do, we'll head over to the PC and then you guys can see what's going on. Hello, welcome back guys. Welcome back to part 3 of this MCDU installation slash review. So it's probably not going to be much of a review, it's more of an installation video, just so you guys know exactly what you're doing. So I've never set a Winwing product up before, so this is completely, I've not looked at any material. So this is all going to be just completely natural. So if there's a little bit of stuttering, that's why. So first thing I'm going to do is we're just going to head onto Google. I'm going to type Winwing software is what I'm going to put in, and as you can see at the top here, it shows us, let me just make this a bit bigger, Sim App Pro by Winwing. So go to the download center, Sim App Pro, and as you can see further down, download it for Windows. So let's get downloading it. As you can see, it's just jumped up there. We'll let this, it's got about 30 seconds until it will be ready. So far with the product, obviously I apologise if the video recording is not quite good, so I've filmed it on my phone if I'm honest. I don't do many videos, well I've not done any videos yet of tutorial of products. So far it feels really nice. I'm really impressed actually so far. The backlighting is amazing. Everything just looks really crisp and clean. I'm looking forward to having a good go with this. So right, that's the download done. So it's going to say your Windows protector, so let's just override that. I have still got my MCD up for sale. It's not a Winwing one, it's a mini cockpit. So if anyone fancies a mini cockpit review, sorry, a mini cockpit FCU, then you're more than welcome. So it was initially, I priced it quite high initially. It's on eBay, but it comes with a mounting bracket as well for the Honey Bravo throttle quadrant, which works lovely. And now I'm wondering, where is this device? Right, let's have a quick look. Downloads, just try again. Not quite sure why it didn't run. There we go. Right, so only for me. We can pop it in the C drive this time. So let's click next, wait for that to install. And it says to run it. So let's run it and we shall see what happens here. So it wants to allow, yeah, let's just allow that. Wonderful. No, when there is a third party customer. So I've now noticed on the device itself, I haven't actually got anything on here. So your device has a firmware update. So let's let it do its firmware update. So firmware update MCDU. Let's just do that. Other USB devices must be unplugged when updating. USB. Right, so it's saying that I need to unplug a couple. Which ones was it? Sorry, that was my bad. So it wants me to get rid of the T-thrust rudder. That's fine, we can soon unplug that. That's one of them unplugged. And now I've just got to try and find where my other one is installed. So that's both of them unplugged. Hopefully, oh, hang on. Let me just go off this again, go back onto it just to. It says T rudder is still plugged in, so it's not because I've disconnected it. It's because the. So that's fine, don't worry. I think what's happened is. There we go. Just trying to work out what switch it was on the listing. So we'll click OK. So that's just the MCDU there now. What that'll do is firmware update. See what it's doing. There you go. Upgrade in progress. Like I say, I've never used this this product before or this software before, so it's all a bit of a learning curve for myself. Going back to my FCU, so the FCU up for sale. So initially it was up for, I put it up for like 300 just because none of them was available. However, now I'm starting to see loads of people are listing them. So I've actually, it's on a really good price, considering they're £230 brand new, which you can't get at the moment because they're all out of stock. So you get the FCU, all the cable, the original box, and also the mounting bracket for, I think at the moment I've listed £169.99, but I am open to offers. Basically what I want to do, I'll be completely honest, is I want to buy the Winwing FCU and the EFIS. So basically I'm hoping with the price of the two, roughly, I'll be able to at least buy the FCU with the price of reselling the other one. So yeah, that's the plan. It just, main reason really is so I've not got loads of software running in the background and everything is all through the one app. So if we're just using SimApp Pro, that's ideal really, isn't it? Not a bad idea. So you're not gonna have a few videos for me for the next few days, unfortunately. Well, I say unfortunately. Fortunately for me, I'm going on holiday tomorrow, so it's going to be about a week before you get another video from me. It's a bit of a shame because I want to have a few days with the MCDU, but to be honest, it's come a lot quicker than I anticipated. So originally, the estimated shipping date given by FedEx was the 10th of February, so like literally like 3 weeks from when I ordered it. And I was thinking, God, that's a long time from China, considering it's coming by plane. If it was coming by boat, I'd understand a little bit more. But it was coming by plane, so it didn't make much sense. And then all of a sudden, it went from being in Paris Charles de Gaulle 2 days ago to yesterday. I literally had a text at like 10 o'clock in the morning saying it'll be there today between like 10:30 and 2. So there we go. Right, that is all up to date. Now I'm going to have a quick look in the software just to see if there's anything that we need to really do. So this is like a test function then. So I'm guessing I can change all the backlighting on this. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's that. So we'll leave the backlighting as it is, to be quite honest. I'm guessing. So these are all the different button configs. Oh, so that is actually a button, although in real life it's not actually a button on here. I would imagine the reason why there's these blank buttons though, it's more because they will probably use the same software and the same interface and same motherboards and everything for like the 737. So I'd imagine they customize a lot of the buttons based on that. So everything looks pretty good, to be honest. Let's see if there's a way of lights on. So there you go, all the lights are on. Just double check all of them are working, which I know, granted, you can't see them at the moment. But yeah, all the lights are, like you see around here, are all lit up. But I'll show you it all lit up anyway once we get into everything. So I think, looking at this, I don't think we actually need to do anything. So if you want to change, if you look down here, I don't know if we can, let's make this a bit bigger. So down here, it looks like we can, so there's 3 different MCDU options here. So we have the co-pilot, we have a captain and an observer, which I presume will probably be the one that's in the center of some aircraft. So that's really good, actually. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with that, to be quite honest. I think that's a pretty neat feature. Being able to just switch it just like that. So I presume when you get another product, you'll be able to select that product. So I presume, yeah, so there'll be another device, I'd imagine, showing here. There we go. So it's saying detecting game configuration. So I'm just going to move this across to a different screen. We're going to launch Microsoft Flight Simulator and we'll see what this does in the background. Let's just bring that back across whilst it's working itself out. There's a few other options on there. At the minute, I don't really see what I need to do. I don't know. At the moment, as far as I'm aware, it is only available for here we go, device MCDU. So you can change a lot of all the other settings. If I get rid of this a lot, so you can change a lot of all the other settings of the screen positioning and everything. So that's really helpful. So if you have any issues there, we have font management, which I understand at the moment is not actually available to us yet. I'd imagine over time people will work out some fonts that are very similar. So apparently that's one of the differences with this, is the actual device is not quite as right with its text compared to the real aircraft. But to be honest, for the price that you're paying for this product, you're literally paying you're literally paying quite a cheap amount of money, to be honest. I think for what you get product wise, I think it's very good value for the money. Very, very good value. So we're just waiting for this to catch up. We'll launch the sim. Apologies, it's been like 10 minutes just on this part alone. But I think it's important just to go through the whole device really. So you obviously got the devices, so I presume when you have another MCDU that there'll be another device just sat next to it, and then you can select whether you want left or right. Yeah, it all looks really straightforward. I wouldn't say it's the most intuitive sort of software. It's not that obvious, but I think with the price point that it's at, I don't think you're going to get a really intuitive software, mainly because obviously they need to make a profit somewhere or another. So it might be that they've made this software all themselves, and it's run as cheaply as possible, which I don't blame them, to be quite honest, as long as it does what it says on the tin. Obviously it's only available with the Fenix at the moment, which obviously I use the Fenix constantly, as you've probably seen from my videos. So I believe it is coming to all the other ones eventually. I don't know about FS Labs, whether it's coming to the A321. If I'm honest, I'm not going to buy the FS Labs 321. It looks really good from the videos that I've seen of it. Seems pretty accurate, but it's just not for me. I think it does have quite a few negatives as well. It's certainly not as stable, I don't think, compared to the Fenix. And to be honest, I really like the Fenix team. Really, really like them. They've always said, and they've always been honest as well. That's the main thing with the Fenix team. They've always been honest about everything. If they've struggled with anything, they've said, oh, we're struggling with this at the minute, we're working on this. Then the communication between the community has always been excellent with Fenix, so you can't really fault them, which is the reason why I'll stay with them, to be honest. I don't see the point in buying other software. I'm really hoping that Fenix do expand out and maybe look at either the A350 or even A380 would be quite nice. Although, to be honest, I wouldn't fly the A380 because I don't really fly much long haul, prefer short haul flights. But the A350 would be interesting because you could still use it for relatively short haul flights. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about it at the moment, if I'm honest. I feel like, yeah, the A350 would be a good choice for Fenix. I don't know what you guys think. Feel free to drop us a comment at the bottom and see what you think about that. Right, so the sim's finally launched. Must admit, because I've not been on the sim for a little while, it takes a little while to load some days than others. So it's like 6 AM here at the minute, so let's just try and go back daytime. So we'll jump at Edinburgh. We don't need to be on the runway, do we? We can just chuck ourselves on a stand somewhere. Yeah, standby 2, that'll do. A321. Let's go with the 319. I've got a bit of fascination for the 319 in a minute. So let's have a look at that. Save them back. Not bothered if it's the default one or not. Quick start, and we'll see what happens here. Obviously, as you're aware, I only run the medium settings at the moment in the sim. I'm hoping at some point to get a new GPU. So I think system like RAM and CPU wise, I'm not doing too badly. I don't think I'm going to have the top of the range graphics card, if I'm honest, just because it's too expensive. I can't afford it personally. This channel obviously doesn't make any money, so it's all spent by myself. Right, so let's have a quick gander, see if it works first time with no issues. So at the minute I've just got the Winwing screen on. What I'll do, actually, I might just record a second bit on my phone just so you guys can see what's going on. So we're in the sim at the moment. Let's jump into the cockpit. However, there's no power in the aircraft at the minute, so chances are that is the reason why there's nothing happening. So let's put some power in, and let's attach the external power. I'll have a look down here and see if anything happens. So nothing's happened as of yet, and the MCDU is on. So let's just jump back to the software. So it could be environment Okay, so what do we need to do here? Knew it'd been too smooth. Here we go, operation status. That's just, problem is a lot of it's in Chinese, so you don't know what it's doing. So it says streaming logic, device online. There's been a okay, here we go. Here we are, everything is now on. So, let's have a quick gander at this. Let's just see how responsive it is. So, as you can see from here, what I'll do is I will split the video into 4 parts. So you'll probably hear the same voice of me again, but just so you can show. So as you can see, the text, the font between the two is not quite the same. It is a little bit different. Let's do EGPH/EGPH. Insert that. There's hardly any later to it, to be quite honest. It's pretty quick. Maintenance page. There is a little bit of a rattle. Look, I could probably pad it out with the bits and bobs. Let's just dim the lights a bit. So that's dim the lighting. Okay, so that's dim the lighting on here. But as far as I'm aware, actually, it's all related to a sensor. I think there's a sensor somewhere just detects the light. Or that's what's coming. I don't think it's actually available yet. But as you see, we've got all the different options here. I think it looks pretty neat, to be quite honest. Like I say, the text isn't quite the same. I think what will happen over time, people will create their own sort of fonts and manage to get one that's really accurate. It seems pretty neat. It's all plug and play. I don't think we can really complain much. So basically, the only thing that I changed there, so when the device didn't connect, I think it's just because it's the first time using it. Just go to the environment check page, and then you'll see from there and it will come up with some, if there's a red tick, there's like some Chinese writing next to it, just click on it and it seems to sort itself out. So the aircraft knows what initialization and everything that is required. Everything looks really easy and straightforward. I'm really impressed with them. The only thing I'm wondering is if it's runs in the background. So I'm going to just close the app, as you can see here. I'm going to close the app. Maybe indicator. So just close it. Wonderful. So I would imagine this is going to all run in the background. So let's have a quick look to see if it will run in the background. Just trying to see, I don't know what the logo is like. In a minute, actually. I can't actually see where it's running in the background. Okay. So as soon as I'm pressing that now, nothing is happening. So you do need the app running in the background then. So I'll just start it again as usual. There you go, it's going to restart itself. There we go, so it's all back on. So yeah, just what we might be able to do, have a quick look to see if you can hide it in the system tray. It's possible that we'll probably be able to hide it in the system tray somewhere. I'd imagine if I get rid of it, it probably will sit in the system tray. Yeah, it all works really well. So we'll leave you with it. As I think most of you are aware of what the crack is now. And we shall speak to you in another video once we've had a bit of a play with it. So take care, we'll see you in the next video.